And welcome back, and thanks for sticking with us. Our final conversation this morning is about the sport of fencing.
Yeah.
Joining us in studio are Louis Saksik and Shaheen Tablala. They're both members of the Belize Fencing Association. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
And with us on the couch this morning is our returning guest. Giovanni Alamia was here with us on Monday in a different capacity, but we're dealing with a different discipline today.
Well,
Right?
different discipline, still representing Olympic Committee.
Yes. Talk to us about fencing and the fact that this is a big part of what's to take place this weekend.
Yeah, so again, like I had mentioned Monday, this Olympic Day event that we're hosting on Monday is more for us to showcase the various national federations that we have. Right? Monday we had table tennis and other, we've had karate, taekwondo, on various shows, and so again it's to showcase the federations, and it's to offer everyone an opportunity to meet these athletes and to meet the representatives of these federations, so that in case they might be interested or the kids might be interested, then they could sign up and find out where they can go. Like same thing when you ask, like, okay, where does this happen?
I know. I didn't even know we do fencing here in Belize.
Right. So again, that's some way a way for us to expose both ways, right?
How popular is fencing in Belize, actually?
It's getting very popular. Sonny Main, Frank McKenzie, and these young guys here, these athletes, they're very committed, and it's slowly growing. They're getting more and more equipment in. I believe in October of this year, they'll be participating in the Central American Games in Guatemala.
Oh, fantastic.
Young man over there, he has been training in Salvador, and different things they've been doing, right? So it's like, you need people that are trained to train the kids, so it's a long-term investment, and again, the Federation has been doing that. They've been, little kids, 8-9-year-olds, just slowly getting there.
All right, well, educate us this morning. I have, what do we call this? A what?
Episode.
Episode. What are the rules of fencing? Because I only see the two persons trying to get a chance to poke each other. It's not sharp, guys. But what are the rules of fencing?
Yeah. So again, I just had a little brief tutorial from them outside. With depending on the sword, they have various swords, and the swords can hit in different parts of the body to count as points, right? So you can either the chest or the back, and then the other ones is the chest, the legs, the feet, the face, the mass. So it all depends on which sword it is.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Gentlemen, let's quickly get into what brought you to the sport of fencing.
Okay, so I have a history of martial arts. I've been training martial arts for the last 17 years.
Wow.
So I was not really a fencer, but my coach said you should pick up fencing because it's a martial art as well. And then his coach was the fencing coach, so I said, okay, I'll try it. I went the first time. I said, okay, similar to karate and taekwondo. Okay, good. So let's go a little bit further. I had the opportunity to go to El Salvador to train some more. And then I fell in love with the sport even more because I had day in, day out to practice every day. From morning till evening, I had time to practice. So that's what drive me to pick up fencing.
And yourself?
For me, what made me pick up fencing was, I was always into sports and stuff from such a young age. And I've been fencing for at least 4 or 5 years now. So I have already so much time committed into it. I want to do something with my time that I have invested. And honestly, if I have my commitment right and my mindset, I believe that I could fence for Belize,
All right, well.
Can you show us a demonstration?
Yeah, I was going to
press for time, but a little bit of
all right.
1-2 can't hurt.
All right. So in my hand here, I have an episode. My goal is to touch his torso, his legs, his feet, or his mask. He has a foil sword. With foil, you have to have the right of way to attack. If you don't have the right of way, if you don't touch the blade and attack and then lock off your line to close off your line, then you don't have a chance to attack.
Okay, let's see. So the idea is to touch?
Yeah, the idea is to touch. Okay, so we're going to do epic.
Okay.
And that. Let's play. So that would have been a point for Louis.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now it's getting interesting.
That would have been a point for me.
Oh.
So wait.
I'm sorry, I get so aggressive watching this.
What is the level of competition like outside of the country? I know that in Belize we have familiar faces who are participating and training regularly, but when you guys go out for regional or international meets, what's the type of competition that you're facing outside?
So locally, it's much not that complicated. It's easier here. Internationally, they have more time to train. They're more dedicated. We have to work, so we don't have that much time to train, but we still try to put in the time after work. The competition out there is most similar if you have your mindset to the game. If you're dedicated, it's going to be easier for you. If you're not, you're going to find it very complicated.
You said that there's a level of martial arts involved in this. What aspect? Because I just saw you guys going back and forth.
So for fencing, it's basically just a sword play,
Okay.
but it's the discipline it takes.
Ah.
And in martial arts, they're disciplined.
Okay.
So fencing is mostly generated back from the samurai's days. Just because we don't draw the sword, we set from angar. But the discipline it takes to become a fencer.
Okay. You were gonna say?
Yeah, like he was saying, you know, it's body control, you know, so it ties in with the martial arts where you need to be able to control hand-eye coordination is important. And touching on what Isani asked, fencing is an Olympic sport.
Yeah.
You know, so there are various levels, you know. Again, these young men, they compete regionally. The idea is start to get them out of this region and start competing internationally on a larger scale. And at the end of the day, everyone wants to either be a professional and compete in the Olympics.
Yeah. Well, we're still inviting the public to come out this weekend to support the various activities and disciplines that will be on display. Remind us again of the location.
So it's the Marion Jones Complex, the Ned Pitts Olympic Building. We start registration 8 o'clock. We'll have 7 categories. Very short distance running. From the U10 we do like quarter of a mile run, the plus 35 and up, and then we have a 50 and up. They would do like a mile and a half at the most, right? So very short event.
Well, this is fantastic. Guys, thanks so much for joining us and demonstrating. We are going to show once more as we wrap up, but we do want to say a huge thank you to everyone else who joined us this morning, and also you guys for tuning in with us. It is June 18th, and if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to ya. If you'd like to give a birthday shout out, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email at oie@channel5belize.com. You can also catch us on Facebook, that's Open Your Eyes BZ, as well as Instagram for behind the scenes contents, that's OIE Belize. You can even call us or text us on our OIE phone number, that's 675-2555. Again, thank you so much for joining us. And please do us a favor and join us again tomorrow when you open your eyes.
Start your morning right.
Until then, keep your eyes, your mind,
And your heart's open.
have a fantastic Wednesday, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.